Hi friends! Today I need Vose to imagine something. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, inside the most magnificent dream house ever built in Barbie land. The sunlight is shining through crystal pink windows. The air feels fresh. Everything is beautiful. Everything is organized. Everything reflects confidence, abundance, success, and purpose. Now imagine walking through every room of that dream house. One room represents your career. One room represents your confidence. One room represents your finances. One room represents your relationships. One room represents your self-esteem. One room represents your dreams. Now look carefully. Would those rooms reflect the woman Vose wants to become? Because here is something Barbie understands better than almost anyone. Your life eventually becomes a reflection of your mindset. And your career becomes a reflection of what you repeatedly believe about yourself. Many women spend years staring at the front door of opportunity. They knock once. Nobody answers. And they leave. But Barbie keeps knocking. Barbie rings the bell. Barbie checks the back door. Barbie looks for a side entrance. Barbie builds her own door if necessary. Because she understands that persistence is often the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. You see, most people think successful women are lucky, but Barbie knows something different. Success usually looks like luck from far away, but up close, it looks like discipline. It looks like consistency. It looks like courage. It looks like showing up every single day, even when nobody is watching. Imagine two women. One spends 3 hours every evening scrolling through social media comparing herself to everyone else. The other spends those same 3 hours learning a new skill, reading books, improving her communication, studying her industry, and developing herself. Fast forward 1 year. Who do you think has changed more? Fast forward 3 years. Who do you think has more opportunities? Fast forward 5 years. Who do you think has built a stronger future? Barbie understands that tiny daily decisions become gigantic life results. That is why she treats ordinary days seriously. Most people wait for motivation. Barbie creates momentum. There is a difference. A huge difference. Motivation says, I'll start when I feel ready. Momentum says, I'll start now and become ready along the way. Think about learning how to drive Barbie's pink convertible. Nobody sits inside the car already knowing everything. Nobody magically becomes an expert driver overnight. At first, it feels awkward. At first, mistakes happen. At first, confidence is low. But after enough practice, what once felt impossible becomes natural. Your career works exactly the same way. Your confidence works exactly the same way. Your success works exactly the same way. Many women are waiting to feel qualified. Barbie focuses on becoming qualified. Many women wait to feel confident. Barbie focuses on becoming competent. Because competence creates confidence. Every presentation you give improves your communication. Every meeting you attend improves your experience. Every challenge you face improves your resilience. Every mistake teaches something valuable. That means even your difficult days are helping you. Let me tell Vose one of Barbie's biggest secrets. She never wastes a bad day. Never. When something goes wrong, she asks herself, what can this teach me? When she gets rejected, she asks, how can I improve? When she fails, she asks, what should I do differently next time? Most people allow obstacles to stop them. Barbie uses obstacles as stepping stones. Imagine walking through Barbie land. Suddenly, giant pink stones appear in your path. Most people complain. Most people turn around. Most people quit. Barbie steps on those stones and uses them to climb higher. That is mindset. That is power. That is growth. And that can become your reality too. Another thing Barbie understands is the importance of self-investment. She knows she is her greatest asset. Not her clothes. Not her accessories. Not her dream house. Not her car. Not her job title. Not her social media profile. Her greatest asset is herself. That is why she invests in learning. She invests in reading. She invests in health. She invests in communication skills. She invests in emotional intelligence. She invests in personal development. Imagine spending 30 minutes every day learning something valuable. 30 minutes. That sounds small, almost insignificant. But after 1 year, that becomes hundreds of hours. After 3 years, thousands of hours. After 5 years, a completely different version of yourself. Most people dramatically overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 week and dramatically underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 years. Barbie plays the long game. She understands that extraordinary lives are built slowly, brick by brick, habit by habit, decision by decision. Imagine planting a tiny pink flower in the dream house garden. The next morning, nothing changes. A week later, very little changes. A month later, growth begins. A year later, the garden looks completely different. Success follows the same pattern. Growth follows the same pattern. Confidence follows the same pattern. Many women quit too early. They stop watering the flower before it blooms. Barbie keeps watering. Barbie keeps showing up. Barbie keeps believing, even when results are not immediately visible. Especially when results are not immediately visible, because she understands that invisible growth often comes before visible success. Now, let's talk about something powerful. Your environment. Imagine placing a beautiful Barbie rose in a dark closet. No sunlight, no water, no fresh air. What happens? The rose struggles. Now place that same rose in a beautiful garden. Everything changes. Growth accelerates. Blooming begins. Your environment works the same way. The people around you matter. The conversations around you matter. The content you consume matters. The energy you absorb matters. If every day you surround yourself with negativity, doubt, complaints, excuses, and fear, your growth becomes harder. But if you surround yourself with optimism, ambition, encouragement, learning, and possibility, your growth becomes easier. Barbie chooses environments that support her dreams. And Vose should too. Protect your mind. Protect your confidence. Protect your focus. Protect your future. Because not everyone deserves access to your energy. Now imagine Barbie standing on the balcony of the tallest dream house tower. She looks out over Barbie land. She sees opportunities everywhere. Not because opportunities magically appear, but because she trained herself to recognize them. Most opportunities are invisible to unprepared people. Prepared women see them immediately. That is why preparation matters. That is why learning matters. That is why growth matters. Because when opportunity finally arrives, you want to be ready. You don't want to say, "I wish I had prepared." You want to say, "I've been preparing for this moment for years." That is the Barbie mindset. Every single day matters. Every habit matters. Every choice matters. Every conversation matters. Every hour matters. Every effort matters. And while the world may not notice your growth immediately, eventually it becomes impossible to ignore. The woman who reads instead of scrolling. The woman who studies instead of complaining. The woman who practices instead of procrastinating. The woman who learns instead of making excuses. The woman who acts instead of waiting. That woman becomes extraordinary. And here's the beautiful truth. That woman can be Vose. Not next year. Not someday. Not when conditions become perfect. Starting today. Starting with one decision. One habit. One action. One step. One improvement. One courageous choice. Because success is not a giant leap. Success is thousands of tiny steps taken consistently. So I want you to lift your head, straighten your posture, adjust your invisible crown, walk through the front doors of your dream house with confidence. Act like the future successful woman you are becoming. Speak like her, think like her, learn like her, work like her, grow like her. Because every day, you're casting a vote for the woman you will become. And if you keep voting for confidence, if you keep voting for growth, if you keep voting for discipline, if you keep voting for courage, then one day you will wake up and realize something extraordinary. You are no longer dreaming about becoming that successful woman. You have become her. And that, my friends, is one of Barbie's greatest career mindset secrets. Sparkles.